welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now that's well seen too. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
It's Casillas for me, because if he gets a little busy in this game, he has the talent and vast experience to cope with pretty much anything. He can be an extremely reassuring presence here.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Spain have reclaimed it. And he's through it, and Torres! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Denilson. Renan Lodi. Marquinhos. No, that's been intercepted. Deftly away. Gavi.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good ball out wide. Oh, smashing header! That's another chance! And yes, it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Denilson. He's through here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal. Can he latch on to this?
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Denilson showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He won't be happy with that one. Gavi. Now that looks a decent ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, no joy this time. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Brazil disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Now it's Torres. And there is the half-time whistle. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Nico Williams. Pedri has created one goal already. No way through there. And here's Nico Williams.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to get it clear. Renan Lodi kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Fernando Torres. Keeper sees it all the way. Bruno Guimaraes cuts out the pass. Renan Lodi gets over and intercepts. Gabriel. Looking for the run. Williams. Williams! Oh, the ball's come. In he goes again. Big relief. It just needed better contact.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Rodri cuts it out. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game. Sergio Ramos. That could spell trouble. He's through and all alone. And the finish. We've got a goal. A momentary lapse exploited with glee. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
Rafinha.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
David Villa. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Played back in. Defend. And that's that. Brazil were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Brazil lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.
Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And already we're underway here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Neymar. Galeno. Now it's Neymar.
Footballing with usually identifies
Kaká! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add, ambitious and adventurous too.
Danilo gets it away and reclaimed it in a trice. Well read, nice interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left.
Oh, what has happened here? And he's gone looking for safety. That looks a good ball through. No, that was never going to make it. Threads one in. Kaká. Kaká is in a really good position out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Galeno! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Now it's Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Danger averted for now. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Galeno. Danilo calmly anticipates. Brazil couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Cafu, he has found the way through. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And he's intervened well there. Five minutes till the break. He's looking to set free a runner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Has a look and has a go. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
The action is back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
flank. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Renan Lodi cuts out the pass. Now, can they get it back? Allison deals with it effortlessly. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chance to finish. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Now it's Neymar. And that should get the job done.
Brazil showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Danielson cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And that has been clubbed away. That's a sharp pass. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can clear their lines. Cafu. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cafu. That's a decent clearance.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Renan Lodi gets over and intercepts. Belletti. Cafu. And he skips past his man.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Rabiot gets a free kick for that. Bruno Guimaraes. And he's got the beating of his man. Rabiot. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, no joy this time. Rabiot. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Olise, he's picked his way through. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Climbs up big! Goal! France! And France are in front! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
So nearly the perfect ball. It's anyone's ball. And one more try. And he's found the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Brazil grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Thuram.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, great, and the shot! Goal, France! And they're back in front. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
France take the lead. Brazil are still behind as we reach out for half-time. That has not gone well. Griezmann. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Camavinga. Camavinga. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose.
Thuram! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. Corner number 2 then. France can try it again now. So, third corner of the game.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Olise. Brazil different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's going to be disappointed with that. Brazil really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Rabiot. Good read, needed to be. And he's there to get it away. That's a nicely measured pass. And he's only too happy to take that back. Denilson.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Bremer does well to get it back. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, super find. He's found great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's found a way through. That is good strength. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Mbappe. And here's Thuram.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Brazil are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Saliba with the clearance. That's been cut out, well played.
Brazil need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And he's in on goal. There's the hit. It's a goal. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Added time is up, and there goes the